In 1957, a group of 9 black students in Little Rock, Arkansas were some of the first ever to desegregate a school in our country. The media dubbed them the Little Rock Nine.
One of those 9, Carlotta Lanier, has called Denver home for decades. In honor of Black History Month, I met up with her and listened to her story, a story not everyone wants to hear. When Black History Month rolls around, Carlotta Lanier is booked and busy.
Right.
But this year is different.
Executive orders against DEI programs, against the historical education that everyone should really have. My speaking engagements just started drying up, and it's not just mine.
But here, in her Colorado living room on a Tuesday morning, Carlotta shares her story for those who want to listen. It starts in 1957 when she was 14 years old, growing up in Little Rock, Arkansas, dreaming of going to Little Rock Central High School, which was all white.
And I knew it had more in that school than what we had. Everything that was at the black junior, senior high school were hand-me-downs, okay? Central, being a school that was one of the top 40 high schools in the nation, I mean, who wouldn't want to go there?
In 1954, Brown versus the Board of Education legally ended segregation in schools. So when Carlotta got the opportunity to sign up to be one of the first black students to go to Little Rock Central, she did. But there was a caveat.
You could not be a part of the student council. You could not be working on the newspaper or the yearbook. You could not be in sports. I knew I was not going to continue to be captain of my basketball team or the cheerleading team. I just figured, well, maybe it'll change.
There are 9 of you that actually move forward and go to Little Rock Central High School.
Actually, it was 10 on the first day. And then all that took place that first day, I think her parents just told her, no, you're not going back.
On the first day, Arkansas's governor used the National Guard to block the Little Rock Nine from going inside the school. After a legal battle, the school was forced to let the students in.
So once we did get in, September 23rd was probably the worst day. The mob had grown to over 1,000 people out there. Reporters were being beaten, black and white. January 6th reminded me of September 23rd.
Police officers took the 9 students out of their classrooms.
And they were getting us out of the school because they wanted to hang someone, is what the crowd was saying. I think about that day even today.
President Dwight D. Eisenhower ordered the 101st Airborne to Little Rock to restore order, but they couldn't stop the constant harassment from other students.
Being spat upon, being kicked, lockers being broken into every day, to the point that if you ever see those pictures, we are carrying a lot of our books and our work.
The next year, the governor shut down all public high schools in Little Rock, but after a year of public and court pressure, they were reopened in 1959.
Jefferson Thomas and I were the only 2 of the remaining Little Rock Nine to go back to Central, and there were 3 other black kids. And unfortunately, in February of 1960, my home was bombed.
No one was hurt, but authorities blamed Carlotta's father and a close friend, Herbert, for the bombing. After days of beatings, Carlotta says police released her father, but not Herbert.
He signed the papers that he had planted the bomb, which he hadn't.
No one else was arrested. But even after all of that, Carlotta finished what she set out to do.
I received that diploma May 30th of 1960, and that next morning I took the first thing smoking out of Little Rock. I went off to Michigan State. My uncle, he did not want his children to go through what I was going through. They're younger. And they moved out here.
Carlotta graduated from the University of Northern Colorado and built a life here, and on occasion, shares her life and nation-altering experiences from a different time and place.
I'm not here to denigrate people today for what took place, 100 years ago or 200 years ago, or what their parents did. I'm asking you to break the chain. That's all I'm asking. If you don't believe in what took place then stand up for what is right now.
God.
Gosh, so much history that I haven't heard before until that story, Micah.
Yeah, and Carlotta, I need to add this, she was the youngest of the 9 students. So just that fact alone, so brave at just 14 years old. And I couldn't possibly fit all that is Carlotta in this story. So I'll have more, a little bit more for you tomorrow, but I'm just so thankful for her for telling her story.
I can't wait to watch more.
Thank you. Well, over the next 3 weeks, I'll be highlighting even more Black voices in our community as a part of our Hidden Figures in Colorado series. We hope you'll tune in. Denver 7 News will be right back.